implementation of the education reform recommended by the Presidential Working Party Group until the necessary laws are passed through Parliament in line with the Constitution.
The decision to halt the implementation of the education reforms came in response to a statement raised by a Muhaya Member of Parliament, Ms. Omboko Milemba, who sought direction on the ongoing implementation of the reforms.
Now, Omboko emphasized that reforms touched on the Constitution and various statutes, insisting that the changes were being executed without the required approval from the Legislative House.
Here's our very own George Maringa with the details.
Honorable Speaker, the recommendations.
In a significant turn of events, the National Assembly has halted the implementation of education reforms recommended by the Presidential Working Party Group until the necessary laws are passed through Parliament in strict adherence to the Constitution. This decision follows a statement brought forward by a Muhaya Member of Parliament, Omboko Milemba, who sought guidance and clarification on the ongoing implementation of these education reforms.
Honorable Speaker, the recommendations that the Minister of Education review the grades for pre-service teachers jeopardize the mandate of the Teacher Service Commission as provided under Article 237(3) of the Constitution.
Milemba raised concerns about the reforms touching on the Constitution and several statutes without the proper changes being ratified by the Legislative House.
Speaker, the business of lawmaking is a reserve of Parliament under Article 109 of the Constitution. As it stands, there is a crisis in the education system with education organs and players existing before the 2010 Constitution intending to seize power within the education sector, given these proposals.
The issue gained further traction when Ainabkoi Member of Parliament Samuel Chepkonga expressed his reservations about the implementation of the Presidential Working Party Group's recommendations, saying that carrying out these reforms without the proper legal backing, either from the National Assembly or the Senate, was a clear contravention of the law.
There is a trend in this country where recommendations are made by committees that are appointed, and they are implemented by passing this House, Mr. Speaker. And it has a force of law. Mr. Speaker, we would like you to pronounce yourself.
This development has sparked a renewed debate within the political and education spheres, with stakeholders and citizens closely following the proceedings as the necessary laws are set to be introduced and discussed in Parliament.
Majority Leader, you will have to engage the minister, and I'll direct you to bring a comprehensive statement to that issue. Nobody, and I repeat, nobody, no minister of government can purport to make law or do things that appear to be interpreted that they have made law, because they have no capacity to make any law.
The future of education reforms in the country hinges on these deliberations, and the decision to pause implementation is seen as a prudent step in ensuring the reforms align with the nation's legal framework. George Maringa, TV47, Nairobi.
Thank you, George, for that. Now to the corridors.